Well, now you know. I just got out. You think it was the rockin' 60s? Not all the time.
Hello everyone, my name is Glenn. I'm the director.
Hey, hello. Okay, my name is Jimmy Dowd, and I'm a composer, lyricist, and conceptualist, I guess, of this project, Healter Skelter, the musical.
How you all doing?
My name is Kevin McCann. I'm the composer of the music for Healter Skelter, the musical. We both started working on this concept album. Amazingly, we found Nicole, and this is where we are right now.
It's a rabbit hole rock and roll experience.
A musical? This is a cacophony inside your head.
It's by no means a kind of dot-to-dot musical. It's very immersive in a way, in that you enter into this whole world of everything happening in a very fluid kind of way.
Healter. That's how you spell it. In blood, on a white fridge, under a dark blue night sky. The story you're about to hear will scare the hell out of you.
We ain't in Wonderland anymore, Alice. Don't you worry.
They were a bunch of stupid kids who didn't want to listen to their parents and didn't want to hear that we know what's best for them. And she wants to sit and write a musical about Charles fucking Manson? I don't think so.
Mary Beth is about to partake in lysergic acid diethylamide and about to get high as fuck.
Jeez, blah, blah, blah. When does the party start? Looks like a Healter Skelter to me. Come with us.
And that's the way it is.
I like this guy. He's on to something. I tell you the truth, and you'll swear it's a lie. And even if it is the truth, it's a lie because I'm Charlie fucking Manson. Because I'm your monster. They want
fear.
They want
dick and guns and violence.
Aren't you afraid of Healter Skelter?
That new Out of Sight Beatles song? Why the hell would anybody be afraid of that? I love that song.
Do you want to be the actor or the author of your own play? And everybody's the critic, so do whatever the fuck you want. That's Bobby. He does the sound.
I work the boards.
Well, okay now, Miss Mary Beth. I'm going to call you Moon. You can change the tides. You can change the scenery. You can change the sound. You can change the lighting just by changing your mind.
But a jury can only be led a part of the way with facts. What they hook onto is emotion. That is the art of the deal.
It's that kind of, edgy London theatre.
Hey, wait a minute. It says here in the script, I raise my arms up and start spewing some stupid shit like I'm Christ and the devil and tell you all to start some race war to end all time? What the fuck, Moon? I mean, what's my motivation here?
And suddenly he's staring at me. His eyes are wide and...
That's how you do it.
You're not a racist by choice. Everybody's a racist. It's built into the system. All this inherent racism is ingrained in your mind already. And that's the battle that we cannot fight.
We don't know anything about Lots of Papa. We know nothing about Bernard Crowe. That whole story has got completely lost in the mess of this media frenzy around the case.
About a family jam in the desert. No one actually cares about me as if they don't care about the truth.
What are you talking about? This isn't about some stupid fucking race war.
It ain't about hating the Beach Boys neither.
Copycat murders. Drug burns gone wrong. Everything is upside down.
I'm sort of curious what you expect the audiences to know already about the history.
The story that's been presented isn't necessarily the story of what actually happened. And that's what I find quite scary about it, because you see that happening a lot in various miscarriages of justice. But when you look at Manson, you want to discard him because he's the bad guy.
This is the freak out, man.
I don't know, man. Drugs make you do weird shit. Lose track of time and everything. How? Aren't we all just a fragment of her subconscious, even this conversation?
The only way out of this trip is to put everyone into another.
The darkness is as true as the light. If you ain't free in here, you got no shot.
it really, really flowed from like her sort of in her environment going on to this acid trip.
I loved all the characters, in particular really liked Charlie's character, and I think each individual character has like their little bit, like the father and then George.
I also really love how, like, Charlie, even though that's the character that we hear about in the history books and everything, like, we get really into the psyche of those other people who played a small part, bit part.
I like the music. I'm just over here like
dancing along,
bopping.
I love that concept of like, how did they feel about being a part of this, and you know, what was their take on this, and how, you know, that getting into that psyche, getting into that feeling of like almost like the Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead kind of situation where you see the small bit part, but they're the main characters. You know, what we hear from Moon and everything. That's really it. Charlie's just like the precipitous that creates, you know, this story.
Charlie, that he seems to have his own particular flavour that suits with the character.
It's got the dynamic elements to it. It gives your sound operators and your sound team a great challenge to operate this show.
One of my favorite scenes was parts of Lots of Papa and Black Guy Number One talking with Moon. That scene is like really cleverly done. Like, you know, how the hell did it happen? The realization that happens in real time. It was hilarious.
Yeah,
it was really dark humor.
Yeah.
You can see that on stage is something really quite special.
Excited to hear it like with a full band, and when it gets to that point, because I think they'll just sound so epic.
I can imagine that as a show and like with as a rock experience, like, yeah, it's just very exciting. And from just the simple demos that we have, like, yeah, it really stands out. So awesome. It's on the music side, I just think you guys have just nailed it. I think it's like, it's so in the period. It's so like right on in this, right on.
I want to thank everybody. Thank you guys. You're making dreams come true here. Thank you.
Great job. And I just want to say thank you for it.